Welcome to the channel. I'm Tony the Technician, and today we're going to be looking at the Gerber Slimsada. And I've been using this knife for about a month and a half now. So we're going to be going over all of its specs and pricing, my thoughts on it, and see how it performs. Just a little bit of testing, nothing insane or anything like that. If you guys follow the channel, you guys might have seen my review on the CJRB Bolt, which is an awesome knife. I am doing reviews on budget-friendly quality knives. So no, not $200 to $1,000 knives, but also not your $10 to $30 junk knives. And if I ever come across one in the price range of $30 to $100 that is junk, I'll definitely let you guys know. But I'm trying to find some really unique, really cool, good quality budget knives between that $30 and $100 price range. So I do have a full review on this if you guys want to check that out. But today we're looking at the Gerber Slimsada. I've owned Gerber knives in the past. What is it? The Paraframe and something very similar to it. Honestly, not impressed with those, but that was back in the day. Didn't know anything about knives, just knew I wanted a knife, wanted to carry a knife, and didn't even think about cost. I knew at the time I didn't want to spend $50, but in the long run, it makes a huge difference in durability and being able to resharpen the blade. And the Gerber ones that I had in the past never really sharpened well. Didn't hold an edge real well. Honestly, a lot of them had serrations. I found myself, I don't really care for a knife with a serrated blade. Sorry, my heat just kicked on. I find a plain edge to be much more useful. I feel like the serrations just take away from the useful amount of blade that I have. So this is what they call their olive micarta scale. I love micarta scales. They feel really good in the hand, and I actually really like this color. It's kind of that OD green kind of look. I love the shape of it. It feels good in the hand. No sharp, super sharp edges, no uncomfortable spots or anything like that. This does use a thumb hole deployment, which I believe this is the first knife that I've owned with a thumb hole. I don't think any knives that I've had in the past have used a thumb hole, so using this, it definitely took a little while to get used to, but I can say I think for the most part I prefer a thumb hole over thumb studs, but that's all personal preference. With the back side, we do have a Gerber's patented pinch plate, so it is that same micarta scale that fills in the gap here, because a lot of people, when they go to open it or close it, they tend to put their finger there. They end up pitching it on the frame lock. So there you can see the frame lock design. One thing I really like is actually the belt clip. It's a semi-deep carry, not like this where the deep carry pocket clip goes all the way to the tip, but I like the wide pocket clip. Now that's all personal preference as well, and sometimes can be a pain depending on the thickness of pocket that you're putting the knife in. It can be kind of a pain because it is a fairly stiff pocket clip, but I really like it. It is kind of a stone wash finish on there, same as the blade. The blade length is 3.47 inches, so just shy of 3.5 inches. Like I said, it is a stone wash blade. I really like that look. And I will tell you, by far, this is the best Gerber knife that I've owned. Now, Gerber does actually sell some higher end knives around the $150 to $200 price range, but this is a huge improvement over the Paraframe and other Gerber knives. I have 3 other Gerber knives, and none of them really held up well over time. Now, while I've only had this a couple of months, it has performed extremely well, and I can already tell a difference between this knife and the other ones I've owned from Gerber. As far as activation is decent. It's not quite as snappy as some of my other blades, but it's still good. There's a little bit more resistance than a lot of my other blades just due to the fact of the frame lock, but it does use a ball bearing system, the Boss Tech ball bearing system. And there you can see the Slimsada. This is a D2 steel, which I find the D2 that's on the other Gerber blades, I don't know if it's just because the Gerber knives that I owned are, you know, probably 10 to 15 years old, and maybe Gerber has improved their processing of the D2 steel. Maybe the heat treatment has been improved, but this is definitely an improvement over the D2 steel on the other Gerber knives that I own. The overall length of this knife is 8.03 inches. It is a plain edge modified drop point design. It is tip up carry, which just means that when it is in your pocket, the pocket clip down, the blade tip is facing up. I only have one knife here that is a tip down, so the pocket clip is here, the tip of the blade is actually facing down. This is the only knife that I own that I believe is tip down. So tip up is a much more common and preferred by more people. It does have red anodized exposed spacers, which I thought was a really cool touch. I think it looks good, the color combo, you know, it's kind of different, but I actually really like it. As far as weight, this comes in at 76 grams. There is no jimping or anything on the top of the blade. It is just a flat surface. You're not gonna have as good a grip as what you would with a knife with jimping, which you can see on here. But it does have a finger choil, which is actually really comfortable in the hand. So if you got to choke up on the blade, it does feel really good for kind of precision work. Whereas the bolt, it does have a finger choil, but I feel as if it's more of a sharpening choil just because of the location where it kind of makes contact with the handle. It feels really weird to have your finger up here just because the handle shape up towards the end. So this is a much more user-friendly finger choil up here. The pocket clip is not reversible, it is one-sided only. So the things I like about it, the micarta scales, really comfortable with the overall shape, kind of wider pocket clip. The pinch plate is a really cool design. The operation feels good. It's not the smoothest, but once you get used to it, it is still extremely easy to activate and it feels really good. It's just a little bit more resistance, but just a few, you know, operations of it, you'll get the hang of it. I love the overall blade size and blade design, the shape. It's got kind of a deeper belly to it. Originally, something I didn't like was the sharp edge of the frame lock. So if you look here, it's kind of milled out down here. And when I first got the knife and I was, you know, practicing using a thumb hole, I didn't really care for it, but I understand why they kind of milled that out or cut that out. It ends up making a big difference in getting your finger in there and unlocking the frame. So we are going to cut a few things here, nothing too crazy. Sorry about that, my son just got home from getting a haircut and he wanted to show me some stuff. So we're just gonna go ahead and cut some 550 cord here. Cuts through it nice and easily. Now I do have some diamond braided multi-filament cord here. So this cord is a little bit tougher than your 550 cord here. No problem on that. And I am setting up a cutting board, so we'll be able to test these through slicing and everything as well. So we're just stepping up in size and a little bit thicker stuff here. I believe this is 3/8. So it cuts through those really easily. I'd say this is probably the toughest stuff to cut through. It is pretty tight and kind of woven a little bit tighter. And then just cutting through some cardboard. So I mean, as far as, it's definitely not the sharpest, but this is straight out of the box. I've been using it for a month and a half and it's performed really well. I haven't sharpened it and I can already tell there's a huge improvement with this blade over my other Gerber blades, and I was pretty impressed with it, especially for the price. So I think the full like list price of this or retail price is something like $60, but you can actually pick this up. I picked it up at $39, which I think is a fantastic price for this. So I think that's a fantastic price for this. But that is a quick look at the Gerber Slimsada, and stay tuned. We will be going over the Kaiser Nice Guy next. This is the one I'm carrying as of right now. I've had it on me for about 2 or 3 weeks. So here in a couple more weeks, we'll be going over a full review of this blade here. So stay tuned. If you guys enjoyed, please make sure to smash that thumbs up. And if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. I will also have this link down in the description for you guys if you guys are interested. But other than that, I'll see you guys next time.